Hello and welcome to the NGO Whisperer Show. My name is Dr. Carolyne Opinde. I'm the founder and CEO of the NGO Whisperer Center for Social Impact based in Manchester, United Kingdom. The NGO Whisperer Center for Social Impact works with non-governmental organizations, social enterprises, governments, and funding agencies to promote social innovation and investment for a sustainable world now and in the future. Season 6 and 7 of the NGO Whisperer Show will feature our Global Fellows class of 2022. Joining us today from Malawi is Emmanuel Gift Mulangeni. He is the founder of Kulima Kotsogola 2223, and he's joining us right in the farm where he's working with the local community. Emmanuel, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Dr. Carolyne.
It's really a great honor and a pleasure. And people might be interested to know why the name Kulima Kotsogola 2223. That's the name that you chose for your organization. Would you please share with us the vision and even why you stepped into agripreneur or social enterprise space?
Thank you so much. Let me start with Kulima Kotsogola. Kulima stands for agriculture, farming, while Kotsogola, it's about visionary. So to ensure that my fellow Malawians, who are most of them illiterate, they did not go far with their education, I felt they could easily understand within their local context language. So that's why Kulima Kotsogola. 2223, that's just a code name, meaning for all those numbers. You can add or subtract, it will give you 1 or 0. So in life, everything that we are doing, we want to do it as in union. So union at times, the way I believe and I feel, it's under 0 or 1. So that's why Kulima Kotsogola 2223. And the reason behind it is to work with the rural farmers only, because most of the times they do not understand the concept behind farming. So I felt, having worked before with the different organizations in human rights, I could see that most of the people that I worked with, they lacked food on their table. That's why sometimes they could do infringe fellow people. So in the end, I felt food is one of the most priority thing wherever I was working. So that's why Kulima Kotsogola. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You have mentioned that you focus specifically on working with rural communities, rural farmers. Could you please share with us the focus of the work that you do and the impact and some of the partners who enable you to be successful in rural agriculture?
My focus is I target fellow youths in poultry production and also in crop production. In crop production, we are looking at the maize production, beans production, and at times other horticultural crops, which they are not my specialty, but I also, since I know and I've worked with other individuals like Minister of Agriculture, so using their platform, I try to rope in expert from the agriculture department so that they can also assist the rural farmers. While as I also have a skill in translation, I try to translate the relevant policies towards to ensure that even rural farmers also understand what it means to produce within the Malawian context. So my little focus is on women, because I said already I've worked in gender programs with the Rainforest Alliance in Malawi during my work at a small capacity building strengthening project in tea farmers in Mulangeni and Cholo. So because of that, the most, it is said 85% of work in our farms is done by women. So I felt I could also add in my specialty in the other part, which is poultry production, which is most women in the rural communities usually do have poultry, chickens. So it is easier to help them to understand what it means to produce more for their table, and at the same time, they can also make a value from their produce. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now switching on gears to our collaboration over the last 6 months. You have been part of the NGO Whisperer Global Fellowship Program from July to December 2022. And I wanted to know, what inspired you to apply to be one of our global fellows?
I've always had interest in knowing things that I do not know better and improve on them. So when I saw the opportunity to join the NGO Whisperer Global Fellowship Program, I felt it could do it enable me on how to write successful grant with other individuals or organizations within the Malawi context, while I also add in my vision under Kulima Kotsogola. So I felt that it would give me opportunity to showcase whatever I'm doing at a local level, and at the same time give me a global platform in which I can also collaborate and partner with other equally important organizations and the visionary individuals within the African or global context, so that we can also able produce more for our countries and communities. So this is what led me to Global Fellowship Program.
You have been here, learned a lot. You've shared with me areas of insights and knowledge that have struck a chord with you. Would you please let us know today, what are the top 3 of those that you would say, oh, these 3 things are things that I'm taking away from the Global Fellowship Program for my organization and for myself?
I would say one of the foremost part was on financial management, which I never knew that the personal management, finance management is so crucial to the organization financial management. If I cannot manage my finances well, if I cannot track my finances, it will be difficult to do the same over the organization. So this is one of the key part that I have gained under Global Fellowship Program under NGO Whisper. Aside from that, I could say the grant writing, on how to write grant. I love writing. I write grants for other NGOs, small youth organization. But when I got into the program and the first course was under your guidance, Dr. Carolyne, I felt I was also given the platform to know better on how to understand the grant writing proposals. So that's also one of the key issues that I'm taking home with. And aside from that, I would go the mentorship program under Vitality. It also has added more, because even if I'm producing, I need to know the pressures that are happening inside me, and at the same time to the people that are working with me. Because at times I have seen that maybe I would want better quality results while I'm not understanding the person's feelings. So that also is adding more to Kulima Kotsogola, and has also enabled me to work with another fellow young person who is also doing peanut butter making, which currently we are working on collaborating for further improvement on what we can do in peanut butter making. Thank you.
That is wonderful to see the impact that it's making and the results. Share with us more on the results and the impact of the Global Fellowship Program on your work, specifically on the work that you do with your team as a team leader. How has this impacted your work within the organization? And also personally, how has this impacted you as a leader, as an individual?
I will start with as a leader. It has given me a go-to-go attitude that I can do anything. If I gain knowledge, I use that particular knowledge within the context where I am, I can gain anything. For example, we had a problem in accessing fertilizer, but using the approaches that you already shared with when we were doing grant writing proposal, I knew who I could go to and to assist us in accessing the fertilizer, affordable input program in Malawi. So I was approached close to 45 women who did not access these inputs, and we are told that they should pay close to 2,000 kwacha, which is, I think, $2, so that they can access such kind of thing. When I was approached, I had to report it to the agriculture crop specialist within our area, who assured me that we will access this fertilizer. And to confirm it to you, on the past 5 days, we had to go back and access this fertilizer. So I had helped close to 45 women to access 90 bags of fertilizer, NPK and urea. So already NGO Whisper approaches has enabled me that I should not use anger. I should calm down whenever every situation that I am faced with, so that I can also talk to relevant individuals such that we access whatever we can, and also enable fellow those who are suffering within my community and those who are not within my community to gain whatever they should gain under this in our area. So that's one of them. In terms of organization Kulima Kotsogola, though I'm struggling to set it up with the way I vision it, I still see that I have had opportunities to partner with two other organizations. For example, Union Farms of Africa called me that I should lead a setup of their company within Malawi, which we are currently trying to do. Aside from that, as I earlier hinted on, I'm working with the wow industry, which is in peanut butter making. As I work with farmers in producing groundnuts, soya, maize, we would want to use my connection with the groundnuts farmers so that they can also leverage better prices with wow industry, which is a locally run industry. He has asked me to work with him in hand. So this already is giving me a cause to celebrate that NGO Whisper has helped me a lot. Thank you.
It's been a great pleasure to have you at the NGO Whisperer Global Fellowship Program and to see the successes that you have achieved over the last 6 months. It just warms my heart and confirms to us that indeed the NGO Whisperer Global Fellowship Program is needed. What is your message to governments, anyone working within the government sector, the civil society organizations, and any good citizens on empowering local rural farmers?
My message would be I believe that rural farmers have better knowledge on how to manage their farms. They also have better knowledge on how to produce more, but at times they lack a connection with those who we call ourselves as experts to understand their fears, to understand their worries. So because of that, at times they work in isolation. So I would call upon the governments, industries, even the civil societies, that let's first of all understand the fears that these local smallholder farmers have. And then whenever we want to design programs, accept their problems so that we together, we improve their life situation.
Very well said. What are your plans at Kulima Kotsogola 2223 in the next 12 months moving forward?
In the next 12 months, we are planning to relocate from Lunzu to Kameza to continue doing local chicken production with the WOW industry as a partner. So that one we are trying to, as I also said earlier, that I happen to be called upon to do veterinary sciences. So I want to continue adding more and also improving the local chicken using the knowledge that I'm gaining under Mikolongwe Veterinary Science. So Kulima Kotsogola is planning to employ close to 5 people on a day-to-day basis, because our program is also we are trying to work with a particular professor from Bunda, so who promised to support us and to support the idea under Kulima Kotsogola. So these are some of the things we want to continue producing better local chickens for our markets.
Thank you so much. As we come to the end, how can people find you?
They can find me using the NGO Whisperer, Dr. Carolyne Opinde. At the same time, I also have a Facebook page, which is Kulima Kotsogola 2223. Aside from that, I also have a personal Facebook page, which is Emmanuel Gift Mulangeni. I'm trying to create other social platforms we were told, Twitter, Instagram, and even YouTube. So as we grow this year, we'll have those Facebook page and share with our dear Dr. Carolyne Opinde, so that she can also share whoever wants to partner with us and even work with me and our team. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nkosi Emmanuel Gift Mulangeni. You are doing an amazing job impacting the lives of rural farmers in Malawi and contributing to eradicating hunger at the household level and also helping local communities produce food. Thank you so much for the work that you do. We look forward to collaborating with you and partnering more in 2023 moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nkosi Emmanuel Gift Mulangeni, for joining us today at the NGO Whisperer Show. We appreciate the amazing work that you do in contributing to empowerment of local farmers in Malawi. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again at the NGO Whisperer Show. We invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor and a pleasure. As always, it's all about connecting people, raising funds, and impacting lives globally.